Yes, hello again. Welcome to another Sydney FC pre-game show. We are on board Alex Brosquey's personal plaything. No, just kidding. We are on board the Stars luxury yacht, Sydney FC's principal partner, of course. It's another glorious day in Sydney, so we thought, why not? And of course, they always look after us very well here. Well, what a week it has been for the Sky Blues. We've got plenty of action and reaction to come over the next half an hour or so. We're also going to take you behind the scenes for the day in the life of one of the Sydney FC coaches and all that entails. But before all that, Brosquey, 3 games for the club since we last spoke. 3 wins, you can't ask for much more than that.
No, it's been a fantastic week. The girls with back-to-back wins there, and the A-League team as well, with a dominant performance and a good win. So a very good week for the club.
All right, let's start with Monday night's matches, which are fresh in the memory, of course, and look back at the highlights of the A-League team's second win on the bounce, which came against Wellington Phoenix.
Davila, good cutback, Hemed, and away by Grant. Hemed, another chance, ball denied by Redmayne. Some start by Wellington, and they'll feel they should be in front already.
Well, what a chance to open the score on Redmayne.
Looking forward, trying to make things happen. Callum Nieuwenhof picked out his man. Patrick Wood! For the 2 former schoolboy mates from St Paul's College in Manly.
Look how sharp that is. And he knows he should have scored. He should at least be working the keeper there. Make the keeper save, and he drags it past that far post.
It's down Johan.
That's definitely him. I think it's pops him out.
Johan again, Barbarouses, great finish, Sydney FC lead, and that's what you get with Alex Johan in your side. A sublime pass, and Barbarouses good enough to finish it off.
Well, brilliant pass, they had numbers, Wellington. And again, the quick transition, it's that post that comes out. Wonderful finish for a man who's been searching for a goal, and you can see what it means to him.
And the follow-up shot goes back to Davila. He might have been offside.
That look at his ability on the full pace and so close.
Flicked on here, Barbarouses hunting around for the scraps. He's in. Costa! Bounces back to form. Big time. Costa Barbarouses. Form is temporary. Class is permanent.
Left leg. That shows you the confidence he's picked up in the last couple of games. The flick on here and then it bounces up. He gets his right foot to that. Look at that for a strike. Marinovic, full stretch, can't even get a hand on it. All of a sudden, full of confidence. That's a super strike.
Balls doesn't waste any time. Back-to-back wins for them, up to 3rd on the A-League ladder. And Costa Barbarouses has found his mojo again.
Good solid win for the Sky Blues. Brosquey, what did you make of the performance?
I think it was good. I think it was back to what we've been accustomed to seeing from the boys. I think it was a more well-rounded performance from back to front. They looked a lot more in control of the game, and they looked like winning from start to finish for me. I think Costa took his goals well, and it was good to see him getting back on the score sheet. And like I said, just a well-rounded performance in general.
Well, Costa Barbarouses, as you mentioned, back to goal-scoring form. He'd had a little bit of a dry spell, but of course he's been through all this before.
How much heat is on this guy at the moment, given that there are options on the bench and Bobo coming back to fitness back at the club?
Interesting you mentioned Bobo. There'll be a lot of pressure just by his presence. Steve Corica is going to have a lot of options. And Barbarouses has been around a long time. He knows that strikers go through spells. He just needs one to get him going.
Johan again. Barbarouses, great finish. Sydney FC lead.
Wonderful finish for a man who's been searching for a goal. And you can see what it means to him.
Flicked on here. Barbarouses hunting around for the scraps. He's in. Costa! Bounces back to form. Big time.
I always want to score every game that I can and help the team, but it hasn't been falling for me, and I always work hard every day at work and at training, and you make your own luck, and I know it's always going to turn around. I always back myself. Like I said, I've gone through patches before, 15 games before, and ended up scoring 5 or 6 in a row and gone on to win the championship. So you always have to back yourself. Maybe for a younger player, it's a lot to deal with. But like I said, I've been around for a little bit and I know how to deal with it, and I just work hard every day.
Yeah, interesting comments, Brosquey, from Kosta Barbarouses. As a former striker yourself, does that experience really help when you're going through that dry patch? Because every striker goes through them.
Yeah, every striker goes through them, and as well, strikers like to remind everyone when they're on their back of the times that they've been through it before and when they've gotten out of it, exactly like Kosta did. So, look, it tells me that it has been weighing on his mind, and it's normal that it would have, but what he showed was that it doesn't affect him. You know, he came up with 2 good goals. He's experienced, he knows how to lead any line, and you know, it was only a matter of time before he got back to scoring. So again, definitely while it plays on a striker's mind, it is good to see him get those goals.
Form is temporary, class is permanent. So let's hear now from the Sky Blues head coach Steve Corica, his thoughts on that performance, and Kosta's as well.
Very important. Obviously, you know, he only scored a penalty before this. Like I've always said, he's worked extremely hard for the team, but obviously a striker needs to score, and that's definitely good for his confidence. He took both of them really well, and I'm really pleased for him.
As a former playmaker yourself, did you sit back and smile a bit at that Johan through ball for the first goal?
Unbelievable, great pass, you know, great vision, obviously a great run as well. But yeah, it was a really good ball from Alex. He played really well tonight.
Are you happy with the changes you made to the team, to the starting team, and how that resulted in performance?
Yeah, I was happy last week with the team. The idea of making a few changes this game is we're preparing for the next 4 or 5 games in 20 days. So there'll be a bit of rotation going on in the next couple of games because there's short turnarounds, and we have a plan. We'll try and stick to it. Obviously, with picking up injuries and stuff like that, it doesn't help. But yeah, at the moment, we wanted the 3 points. I thought they all did really well, and I'm pretty sure Bobo should be back for the next game, so which will obviously help us as well up top.
Yeah, very satisfied, Steve Corica, but you heard him mention injuries there. Brosquey, the cloud on the horizon for Sydney FC on the back of that game is a horrendous injury again to Chris Zavella. I think was only on the pitch for 6 minutes. Had scans yesterday. Unfortunately, the results aren't good. He has done his ACL. Second time in his career. He's going to be out for the best part of 12 months. The good news is he will get an operation very quickly.
Yeah, that is good news. I think look, it's obviously difficult for everyone to hear, especially him and his family, after everything he's already been through with an ACL injury, to have to go through it again. But look, I guess the positive that he can look from it is that he's in very good hands with the Sydney FC staff there, and there's a lot of boys in that change room that have been through things like this before that will definitely help him through it.
Yeah, our best wishes to Chris Zavella for his recovery. Let's move on now and talk about the W-League. It's been a stunning week for the girls. 2 victories, the first of which came against Melbourne City, the reigning champions, of course. We've said before on the show that City are much changed from the team that won the title last year, but still a very solid performance by the girls.
It was, and we spoke about it last week, where Melbourne City at the moment, where they are on the ladder, is probably reflective of just the season they're having at the moment. They are a big club, but they're just not there yet this season. But you would have thought that this would have been the game that would have come out to try and kickstart their season, but look, the Sydney W-League team just did not let them. They were relentless. They especially in that second half, in pivotal moments when they did get the goals, they were great, and they just keep rolling from week to week. They don't look like losing a game, and they're playing fantastic football as well. Their front three are energetic and lively and so difficult to contain. They're a joy to watch.
Indeed, that win made it 5 from 5 in the W-League this season, and that was quickly followed up by making it 6 out of 6. The top of the table clash against Canberra United, which was at Cromer Park in Manly on Monday night, and Sydney won 4-0. Let's remind ourselves just how good that performance was.
She was about to make a run at the ball. Beanie about to make a run at Flannery and just glides on by and can find a dangerous ball. It's bobbling about everywhere and it's in the back of the net again for Sydney FC, and it's Hawkesby with the goal.
She had the opportunity to close her right on the touchline, and she's paid the ultimate price, because once Princess Avini was away and the cards started falling in favour of Sydney, the rebound ends up with Hawkesby, whose toe pokes it home. The danger was done on the touchline.
away from Nash. Wheeler can have a go. Shot's blocked. It falls for Simpson, who tries to bring in Nabini, but gets nothing like the purchase on the ball she needed to. It's Tobin from distance. Wheeler and Tobin. Sounds like a law firm. Oh, Vine, look at the pace. Puts the Jets on. Amazing. Courtney Vine. Straight across the front of Canberra United's goal, but that was a massive warning shot. Here's Blythe. Another great corner. Vine off the top of the crossbar. Get over the first defender. Blythe calls for handball, not given. Vine wins it back. Simpson right on the offside line. Nabini, dangerous. Goes near post. Simpson's following up. That went over the line, surely. She has a hand up. The assistant doesn't want to know, no goal.
And here's the effort. I thought it probably bounced out. It's good work down to her right by Richards. Goal. Good. Remy Simpson's right. Clear goal. No VAR in the W-League. No way for recourse. Clear goal. The ref is trying to explain to Remy that the whole of the ball's got to go over. The ref can't make that judgment from where she was.
Vine's free. Vine finds the back of the net. And finally, Sydney FC double their advantage. That's a neat finish from a player we love seeing in full flight. Quarters in, and finally they have scored. Is it not? It's over the line now. Finally, Remy Simpson has got her goal. She can be happy. She can sleep well tonight.
That's a great save to start with. Credit where it's due to Keely Richards. He just stuck out that left hand and saved her to stay of execution, really. The rebound kind this time for Remy Simpson.
Oh, another one at the back post. And is another one for Remy Simpson. Got a double. And Sydney out of sight now.
Well, about the centre of the goal has been real trouble for Canberra, but on this occasion...
Yeah, great win for the girls. That's beating your closest rivals by 4-0. Can't ask for much more than that. Couple for Remy Simpson. Might have been a third if we'd have had VAR in the W-League as well, Brosquey. It could get even better this weekend, of course, for the W-League outfit. So they take on Brisbane Roar, a 4 o'clock kickoff at Leichhardt Oval. The girls are 7 points clear. And if they win this one with only 5 games to go, Brosquey, they're surely nailed on for the Premiership.
I think they pretty much are already. I think they're setting an incredible benchmark with what they're doing. Conceded 1 goal in the 6 games they played so far, and just scoring freely. Like I said before, they're great to watch, and look, I think they are definitely heavily favourites to take it out. But look, the 4-0 for me against the team coming second in Canberra was a massive result. I think they'll probably repeat that against Brisbane this week, and then just go on to it. But they're in line to set an incredible record if they just keep winning.
Well, the big question is, can they go this season unbeaten? Melbourne City last year won 11 and drawn 1 of their 12 matches. Can they even trump that perhaps and win the lot?
Well, that would be incredible. I think the way they're playing at the moment, Ante Juric will have that in their mind. I think, look, it's a club that wants to win and wants to break records, and it's a huge one that probably will never be done again. So the girls will be striving for it, definitely.
Now, we've mentioned a couple of times, Brosquey, that the goals come from everywhere in this W-League team. Courtney Vine getting in on the act as well this season. She's having an excellent campaign so far.
She is. She's great. She's exciting to watch, young, quick as well. We saw that, how she was brought down on the weekend. Just a good player to watch. I think the way she interchanges with Remy and with Princess up front, the three of them, they complement each other. They're threatening. Like I said before, they're difficult to contain. I think Courtney in particular, she's got a big future.
Okay, well, if you want to see the girls in action in that top of the table clash against Brisbane Roar, then Leichhardt Oval this Sunday, 4 o'clock kickoff. That's the venue to see the girls and see if they can continue on that road to the invincible season. The A-League team, of course, are back in action this weekend as well. They're on the road to Western United, who, Brosquey, have had a little bit of a mixed start this season. How tough is this test going to be? Of course, last time out, Western United had a 2-goal lead against the Mariners and blew it.
Yeah, and Roods will be, he'll be upset at that. I think he was probably thinking after the Perth, you know, the big win against Perth, 5-4 game there, that they would have bounced on and looked to get a couple wins from that. But since then, they've drawn away to the victory. They lost, you know, twice having been in front against the Mariners. And
very up and down, isn't it?
They are. So I think they're looking for some stability this season. And Roods loves playing against Sydney, his old club. So he'll have them fired up. You've got Berisha up there looking to cause some trouble as well and get amongst the goals, which he loves getting against Sydney. But look, it makes for a great game.
Sure will be, and as we heard from Steve Corica a bit earlier on, Brosquey, Bobo is a chance to be involved. He's been working on his fitness on the training ground, and with Trent Bahagia out for a couple of weeks, maybe this is a chance for the Brazilian. Yeah, it is. I think it's a good time, actually. As upsetting and difficult as it is to see Trent on the sidelines for a couple of weeks, it allows Bimby to bring Bobo in without any much pressure or having to make a big decision on who to leave out. So, look, he's been getting into fitness and form, Bobo. Fans will be happy to see him, just like I am, to see him back out on the field and see what he can bring to the squad again. But look, in general, like I said, Costa's got amongst the goals again. You've got the young boys with Swibble and Patrick Wood doing well. So a lot of options for Bimby, and good to see Bobo back. Okay, and then Sydney followed that up, of course, on Tuesday with another away game at Melbourne City. City, another team to succumb to the Mariners after leading by a couple of goals, and they're having a very up and down season as well. Their latest outing last weekend against the Newcastle Jets, they lost by the only goal. Valentino Yule with the winner, and City just not in the groove at the moment. They've lost 4 of their 6 matches. Yeah, I think it's been a funny season. I don't know if it's look, just whatever restrictions are in place and just not knowing from week to week. There's a bit of instability with the structure of the league, if that's playing a part. But there hasn't really been any team that's just settled and apart from the Mariners, who even they've had a bit of a couple of weeks there where they haven't been themselves. No team's really done what Sydney have done in previous years. So I think, look, off the back of the result they just had, I think Sydney will want to get going this season now and look to this week and obviously City as well to make a big statement in the coming weeks. And of course they'll be staying down in Melbourne for those 2 games against Western United and Melbourne City. That'll help a bit, not having to travel backwards and forwards. No, that's right. But even just the away trip itself, going down to, I know they've been playing all teams around Sydney, which goes back to what I've been saying about the league. I think having an away trip to Melbourne again, it probably get the boys feeling like it's a normal season again. And look, I think they'll enjoy the away trip. I'm sure we'll enjoy it too in terms of watching it. It's been, or could be, a very productive few days for the club. And how about we take you behind the scenes a little now at Sydney FC. We're going to take a peek at the day in the life of a Sky Blues coach. Paul Reid, a former Sydney FC player, of course, and he's been one of Steve Corica's assistants for the last 18 months. And he took us behind the scenes this week. Have a look.
Green tea for breakfast, 6:30 leave, perfect. Standard Sydney traffic. I enjoy going to work every day, and you know, people used to say to me when I was younger, as long as you enjoy your work, don't look for another occupation. Morning, Rob.
Morning, Paul.
What are you up to?
Just doing a bit of printing.
I wore your favourite shirt. What do you think of it?
Yeah, I've seen better ones, but I know what you like, so I'm kind of used to it now.
Bit of style or not?
Yeah, you got more style than me, that's for sure.
You know, in terms of the coaching, it's a rewarding profession every day, and you know, I go to work every day with a smile on my face. You know, a lot of it comes down to the environment as well. You know, at Sydney FC, got a great bunch of coaches, got a great bunch of medical staff, and the players. It's always enjoyable. Hello, bud. How are you? Very dynamic, wasn't it? Eh? Did you hear about that yesterday? One of the coaches said it was a very dynamic session. Dynamic? Yeah, dynamic. Yeah.
What are the boys doing right here? Like, run us through what they're doing here.
Tech ball. That's what it is. Tech ball. Bit like table tennis, isn't it? Eh? There's a few champions out here. Head tennis mixed with table tennis. A lot has been said about the success of Sydney FC over the last few years, and you know, that doesn't just come down to having good players and having good coaches and having good medical staff. It's, you know, you need to develop an environment where everyone wants to come to work and wants to enjoy coming to work. Let's let's check out the cones, see if we put out cones nice and straight. I like keeping cones straight. Let's have a look down here, eh? Pretty particular with the cones being straight, yep. Let's have a look at these yellow ones down here. I like to come to work, and I really enjoy that it's different every day, and you know, in terms of seeing youngsters coming through, that's the culmination of the Sydney FC Academy and players being developed through the academy. Don't go straight to the person at the end, Chrissy, on an angle. Know where you're going next, Trent. There you go, good. There you go. You're Greens. I'll throw it to Greens to start with. Benny can drop in there to pick the ball up, yeah? You can drive in, you can pass in, go, play, come on, move the ball. Good. You know, it's a really exciting time at Sydney FC, and something, as I said, that I'm looking forward to being a part of hopefully many more years. It's been a long day, but nice to be home to see the family. Oh, look at this munchkin, eh? Come here. Come here. Look at you. Hey? This is my beautiful daughter, Avery.
Hello, Avery.
Hello.
Hello, how was your day at school?
Good.
Yeah?
Yeah, one of the great characters of the club is Paul Reid. You never fancied coaching Brosquey?
Not really.
See you as the head coach?
Oh, maybe in the future. I think I'd have to wait till the current players have gone, because they won't listen to me at all. So. Maybe one day.
Interesting. All right, so we're almost out of time. Don't forget, you can catch all the action this weekend on Fox Sports Channel 505. Both games are on ABC2 as well, and also the Telstra My Football Live app and KO Sports. We're going to leave you, Brosquey and myself, with a look at our last game away to Western United last season, which ended in a very nice and tidy 2-0 win. More of the same, please. See ya.
A great start. Bratton rolled through it. Down Lafondra. Sydney FC's best chance brewing, perhaps. Johan takes on the strike, and the shot was a good one, swirling away, anticipated and intercepted nicely, and just couldn't pull back on the weight of the pass. It's a really good chance for Western United. Sydney off balance. Barbarousis. Zullo demanded it. Time to assess his crossing options. Almost deliver. Johan deep. Header is in. Adam Lafondra, a day before his 33rd birthday, celebrates his 6th of the campaign. It hung in the air for an eternity. Philip Curto didn't come, and Alfie said, "I'll help myself to a sausage roll." On multiple occasions with headers like that. Now Johan with the guile, slipped it past. Aaron Calver trying to make up the ground. Look at this, 3-on-2. Now Johan, and the shot into half-time. They don't relinquish them, certainly of late. Can they build on it here? Johan. Oh, great ball, and make it 2. Adam Lafondra has a double, and that's what you get with Alex Johan in your side. He picks the right pass, finds his number 9. And now he has 25 goals for the club, just 36 games into his A-League career. Diamante. No free kick as he was knocked over, and bending it nearly for number 3 for Sydney FC was Costa Barbarousis. Diamante's delivering. Redmayne stretch, didn't deal with it. Now he's in a battle with Andrew Durante. Well, he was a goal umpire a moment ago. This time he's mugging Durante from behind to get that ball back. Off Brisbane, 2 Grants. Oh, palmed away. McGowan, who's paying. He thought Burgess was there. It went to Kone, and Andrew Redmayne uses all of his frame to make that look like a...